I'm going to take y'all on a trip here real quick. We're going to walk over here and take a glance at the scenery. This is my first time doing anything like this, so bear with me for trying this out. But this is kind of a recreational spot my family comes to every year. This year we have 12 of us here at this condo here in Florida. So let's go take a look around, and I'll talk to you more about this place. So where we're at is Destin, Florida. Destin from where we live is around 700 miles. It's about a 12-hour trip, and it's a long trip, but this is just a beautiful place to bring the family and hang out for a week. Today we have a red flag day. You probably noticed that. So what Fort Walton is reporting is knee deep is too deep. So we've had some really good smooth days, and today's a little rougher, so we're just kind of taking it easy. We're not really going out today to play in the water. We're just hanging out at the condo watching TV, and we'll be going out to eat with the rest of the family later this evening, and we'll talk about some of that here in a bit. But we are having some weather, some tropical storm kind of going around us, kind of heading towards Louisiana, so we're going to look out and kind of miss it from what I understand. But we'll just take a look at the water here and do some walking around. Again, this is Destin, Florida. We're in the panhandle of Florida. Now, Florida's a big state, stretches out a long way. And what we're looking here is the Gulf Coast. This is now the Gulf of America, 2025 name change. There's a helicopter going. They take tours. They give tours to people throughout the day. They kind of fly over us as we're swimming. But it's a little noisy out here. First time using this microphone, so I'm not sure what we're picking up. See all the different birds. There's not a lot of people out. You'll notice a lot of the umbrellas are closed because of the weather. You can see the beach is really white. It's known for its sugar white beaches. You know, Destin is also referred to as the Emerald Coast. And why is it called the Emerald Coast? And it's mainly because that blue-green, if you look out there in the ocean, you'll see that blue-green color. That's what gives it its Emerald Coast name. And of course the sugar white beaches, you can't miss that. The beach is just beautiful here. It's a little different than what we have in Texas. And for my family, we just think it's worth the extra hours to drive to come down here and spend time playing in the water and doing other things around. So how does that sand get so white? You know, that crystal sand. It's kind of a quartz crystal that reflects the sunlight, you know, making that water appear especially clear and vibrant. So when you add the two, the water element and the sand, you just got a beautiful place to hang out. You know, what are the best times to visit Destin? Well, I don't have many tips on that. We kind of do this because it's kind of vacation time for the family, and the kids are off for summer at school. So we're just going to stop here and look at the water to see the waves coming in. Again, the last few days has just been crystal clear, smooth. And we can walk out there, probably 100 feet, and it still be to your waist, just below your shoulders. But the best time, I mean, obviously the cheaper times are non-summer. Once you get past Labor Day, a lot of the price is cut in half almost. And then once you get past Memorial Day, the prices bump up quite a bit. I know that they have a fish rodeo here at the Destin. Now we're in the town of Destin. We're not far from all the amusements for the children, the kids to play at. A lot of video games just across 98 from us, where we're staying. But anyway, those are the best times, depending on the situation that you're in, when to come down here. Now, October's a good time. They have a fish rodeo. I think that's what I was about to say, out at the harbor. And the harbor is about, I would say, 5 miles to the right is a harbor. And then the famous 30A is probably 20 minutes, 45 minutes actually, to the left. So we're actually in the city of Destin. And there's all kinds of things. Where we stay, they provide umbrellas and chairs. But you want to bring something to float on while you're out there. The kids will play in the sand. They'll want buckets. They'll want shovels, toys to play in, bury, unbury. Just a lot of stuff to do on the beach. Of course, we're seeing some wildlife here, a little bit of birds here. We'll see them. They'll actually dive in the water and pick up small fish. But there are dolphins we'll see in the mornings. We'll see in the mornings out probably a few hundred feet away from the shore. We'll see them go by in the morning. Sometimes they'll follow a boat. There's pelicans. You'll see from time to time, especially at the harbor, you'll see the pelicans. You might see a stingray. You'll see little fish, big fish. Every once in a while you'll see the sea cow. I'm trying to think of the name of that sea cow. It's a manatee. You'll see that go by. Sometimes it's being protected by authorities. They'll kind of watch it because people like to get near it, and you're not supposed to do that. There are plenty of things to do around the beach if you're not on the beach. We have family right now that are bowling. They have some indoor putt-putt. Again, video games, activities. We spent the day golfing a couple days ago. Plenty of golf courses around here, of course. There's a 9-hole course not far, driving range, a little putting green. It's nice. It's got a couple of par 4s, mainly par 3s, but you can actually take a golf cart on that one. It's not too bad. It's really nice if you don't want to spend a lot of time going to a bigger course. What are other things you can do? Well, there's Crab Island that's not far from the harbor. You can go deep sea fishing. We've done that a few times. You can actually go out. They'll go out 4, 5, 8 miles away from the harbor. You can't even see land when you're doing that. When you're doing that kind of fishing, they'll set your hook up and help you bring your catch in. And at the end of the fishing, you come in and they'll actually fillet your fish for you. You can take it back to the room, to your home, and cook it. But what we do, and we've done it a couple times now, is there's 2 or 3 restaurants in town, not far from the harbor, that you can drop your fish off, and you can come back that night and have it cooked any way you want, grilled, blackened, or fried. and they will provide the sides for you, and you can do that. So you can deep sea fish. There's also sunset cruises. They've got dinner cruises at sunset. There's just all kinds of different things that you can do. We've been to movies out here. If the weather's bad or we're trying to find something to do in the evenings, we'll go watch a movie. Plenty of restaurants, Mexican restaurants. We're going to McGuire's tonight. It's a big, kind of famous for their 18-cent bean soup. They also have hamburgers, all kinds of appetizers. We were at the crab trap last night. My son had crab legs, and my wife and I had a platter of many different seafood. It was wonderful. And that place has been around for 40 years. But there's a lot of restaurants. There's a candy store not far from here that, depending on where you're at, you can walk to, drive to. There's parking. There's ice cream stores throughout. The donut hole, of course, they got Krispy Kreme, and you can see the McDonald's or just the normal restaurants that you would see at home. And then you have guys here that like to sell ice cream while you're fishing. That's what just passed by just now. But the food's real good here. Let's see what else. A lot of shopping. You got your Alvin Island. A lot of those shops. You can get your water toys, balls, footballs, whatever you want to help play in the water. That's what you're here for, right? Yeah, you don't want to forget about the back porch that's not far from here. Right across the street from the back porch is the candy store, and that's been there for many years. So, even though you're here to have fun and see the sights, you know, just some fun things about the Destin Beach. You know, why is this sand so white? You know, there's no filter needed, people. This sand is made of our Appalachian quartz. It squeaks when you walk on it, like I'm stepping on fresh snow in July. Is the water always this ridiculously pretty? Yeah, it's just like Mother Nature took a highlighter to the ocean. It's a beautiful place to be. Random things I've seen so far. So far I've seen a pelican, 3 crabs, which is something to do at night. I left that out. You can go crabbing at night, and that's fun. Bring a pail, a flashlight, a headlight, a shovel, and let the kids have at it. They'll catch anything. But what else have I seen? Like I said, a pelican, a couple of crabs, a kid chasing seagulls, a kid flying a kite. I even saw one guy trying to set up sorry about that jet. We have a lot of people flying in and out of this place, of course. But I saw a guy trying to pitch up a tent like it was a Rubik's Cube. It was crazy. I think he gave up after 30 minutes. And if you're visiting, don't forget these 3 things. 3 things you cannot forget. I gotta let this plane go by. And that bird trying to get some food. So yeah, 3 things you don't want to forget. You got to bring sunscreen. And in some of these restaurants, getting in and out of, you got to bring your patience. Patience for parking. Sunscreen, patience for parking, and flip-flops. You don't mind losing to the tide. Yeah, because those flip-flops can fly off of you and be gone in a second. So bring some old tennis shoes, some flip-flops you don't mind losing in the tide, sunscreen, patience for parking. Now where am I heading after this? We're going for food. My family are meeting at McGuire's later, and I hope to take the camera out there and show you that place. After this walking, we're earning ourselves, me and my son are earning ourselves for a good burger, maybe some seafood, I just don't know. Okay, so I've explained a lot to you. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've been here before, or if you want to come out here and I open up my comments, leave a comment. Otherwise, you know what to do. And I am off to meet the family to have some food. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and maybe we'll do this again. Thank you.